Hey everybody, today I'm going to be replacing the parking lights. It's kind of hard to see in the daylight, but the vehicle came to me with different colored bulbs in each of the lower parking light lenses. So I got on eBay and I got some of these LED bulbs to go in the sockets, and so I'm going to be swapping that out, and I'll show you before and after of how that turned out in this video. So stay tuned, I'll be right back in just a moment. Alright, continuing on with the disassembly, I've identified that there are these two screws on the lower level. They are a Torx T15, and then we have two more smaller ones located here and here. Take those out, and that should remove this piece of trim, and then we'll be able to access the couple of brackets that are holding on that parking light lens. Okay, now we've removed all four of the screws, and this bracket should just slide right out. It does. And now you can see the three bolts that hold the parking light lens in place. We'll pull those out and access the bulb next. Use a 3/8" socket to remove the three bolts. Alright, this extension will help me reach that lower bolt to break it free. The whole assembly should be free, and we can get to the back to the bulb. Okay, what happens is this just unscrews halfway around and unlocks, and there's our bulb that we'll replace. Okay, what you want to do now is realize that each of these pins are offset. They're not at the same height. So it's a good idea to make sure, and I already have, that these, the soldered or the electrical connection on the bottom, and then the pins, you know, everything will match up. But these will only go in one way in the housing. It's not interchangeable, so if it does not fit, you have to rotate it 180 degrees to get it to fit into the slots. And as you can see right in there, you'll see how it fits. You see, you slide down and then you turn clockwise. Installation is the same as reverse. Just plug the connection back in to the back of the housing, rotate counterclockwise from this direction, and slide it back in, and we'll put in those three bolts, and then we'll be ready for the trim. Okay, now that I have the parking lot lens back together, I wanted to address this headlight. Right now it's loose, the alignment's off, and when I turn on the headlights I can't see more than 5 feet in front of me. So what I've done is I've bought some of these replacement clips. They'll go in to the top. It's kind of hard to see right in there. You can get a look at it. We'll put one in that top clip, and then there's also one off to this side that we will replace as well, and that'll help with the overall alignment of the headlight lens. And we'll do that on the passengers and driver's side. Alright, the way these things come to me from the factory, they're just randomly placed on the shaft of the bolt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew each of these to align them to get me pretty close to where I need to be when I install it, and save me hopefully a little bit of time later. I've already done those two. I have two more of these clips to go. Alright, now that we have them all to the proper length, the only trick is you have to install them from the rear. So I'm going to take this, come in from the engine compartment, and slide it this way through the hole, and then I'll be able to attach the screw head around the adjustment. Okay, now that I've fed it through, pull it till it snaps and it's in place. Took a little break, and I'm just not getting back to this, but you can see the reason that I thought I had two different colored bulbs. The one on the right was in the driver's side, and for some reason the orange coating has come off of the bulb. So I'll go ahead and get this bulb in next and complete the job. I've already put in the couple of clips up top there, and we'll be ready to button that side up. This side, the lens has somehow come unglued, and I'll have to get that glued back on. I'm trying to aim the headlights now that it's dark. We were shooting the headlights on this door. It was too close to get a good idea of the pattern. The adjustment really didn't make a lot of difference. So we were shooting out there on some blocks, but because the background isn't uniform, we're thinking now if we pull it down the driveway, we'll be able to get a little bit more realistic, and maybe even then eventually pull it up towards the building and shoot against the building for our final adjustments.